This is Genesis 47 and 13. And it says, "And there was no bread in all the land, for the famine was very sore, so that the land of Egypt and all the land of Canaan fainted by reason of the famine." I like to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And salutations to all you brothers out there pushing this word in love, truth, sincerity, and humility. Once again, it's the brother Shati from the Chicago camp coming back to you with a quick and edifying sit down. And this scripture was inspired by a video on the Common Sense Show with Dave Hodges, and it says U.S. food banks in trouble. So let's play this video.
Code Hodges 30. Well, this is an interesting proposition because I warned about this how many months ago? I said this was coming. And it's not that I am saying I told you so, but it was as plain as the nose on our faces and people didn't want to listen. Do you remember when the video came out, and this was probably, 7-8 weeks ago, of the Maui food bank? This guy's coming back from the beach with his kid after early morning surfing, and he sees all these cars, block after block after block. He goes, what the heck is this? So he followed it, and it went to a food bank on Maui. And there were literally like 3 to 4 miles long of cars. And I said, da-da, da-da, dun, 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 dun. I said this was the warning sign that you better look at. And this is scary. And now we got the truckers going on strike. And we know that dictators use food as a weapon. I mean, we could go on and on with all the possibilities. Food banks across America, Texas, Florida, California, who's running out of money, by the way. All across the country, food banks are in big, big trouble. Do you have your storable food? Well, you better. In fact, you better have all your preps: food, water, guns, gold, ammo, medicine, tools, natural medicine, of course. And the food banks right now are in big, 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 big trouble. And we've donated to St. Mary's here in the Phoenix area, but they're not getting what they need. And they'll tell you very clearly, even some professional athletes, and there are decent people who are professional athletes, don't blame them for what their stupid leagues do. But they've reached out with lots and lots and lots of money. And one football player in Phoenix donated $100,000 to Phoenix, the Phoenix Food Bank. But it's not going to be enough. So you need to take care of business, and you need to realize, hey, the walls are closing in, and I can't tell you when that day is going to be, when you're not going to be able to get the food that you need. I just know this, and I told you this a couple days ago. When my wife went to the store, it was 1 container of bacon. No more. So it's time that we heed this, and we really get serious about this. TheCommonSenseShow.tv is where you want to be. I'm not kidding, folks. This is the best investigative.
And there you have it. Okay. This famine is about to get very real very soon. You heard what he said. Texas, California. All right. That story in Texas, you had people waiting in line miles, lines that were miles long for 12 hours, half a day, waiting for food. Okay, it's really going to get bad here where folks are not going to have any food. And you know what? Let me go back to this and let me type in the word. Oh, I already did. Famine. And famine is shown in the Bible 103 times. So this lets you know that famine has been a very huge thing in the world. There's nothing new. And it's going to get to a point where people are going to get very desperate. We're going to go to 2 Kings 6 and 25. And it says, And there was a great famine in Samaria, and behold, they besieged it until an ass's head was sold for 80 pieces of silver, and a fourth part of a cob of dove's dung for 5 pieces of silver. So these folks were eating donkey heads and bird shit. Okay, literally paying for bird shit. And we all know feces is the end product of food, so that's pretty much the waste, the stuff that your body doesn't need or used up. So you have people that are eating used up waste. And it said, and as the king of Israel was passing by upon the wall, there cried a woman unto him, saying, help me, Lord, O king. And a lot of you so called strong, independent women out there that don't need no man, but yet you rely on the government for food stamps and link. This is going to be your situation here in America. You're going to be crying to your king, the government, for food, and this is going to be their answer. And he said, if the Lord do not help thee, whence shall I help thee? Out of the barn floor or out of the wine press? Basically, if the Lord can't help you, how are we going to help you? And the king said unto her, what aileth thee? And she answered, this woman said unto me, give thy son that we may eat him today, and he will eat my son tomorrow. So we boiled my son and did eat him. And I said unto her on the next day, give thy son that we may eat him. And she hath hid her son. Okay. So you're going to have people that are going to resort to cannibalism because the famine is going to be so bad. And you better believe if you don't act right, the people who are going to be serving out what food that is left, which probably will be the UN, all right, you're not going to get any food. So if you're not down with the government being in order, getting the boogeyman shot and the chip, all right, you're going to starve. A lot of you people are going to starve. You're going to resort to cannibalism. And just like how this woman, as the popular term is today, got finessed out of her son, the same thing is going to happen to a lot of you people out there. You're going to get so desperate, you're going to eat your children. Not that many of you, that's a big deal to a lot of you women because most of you use your children for paychecks anyway. So, I mean, why should this be a far stretch for many of you? And if you're getting mad, then the shoe must fit. But nonetheless, this is what we're going to have here in America. It's going to get real bad where folks are going to starve. Folks are going to eat their own. Folks are going to start eating things that they never in a million years that they thought they would eat. When that crisis happened over in Venezuela, which is still happening now, man, folks was eating all types of animals. Flamingos, tigers, you name it, they was eating it. Same thing's going to happen here in America. As the scripture says, where there's no hedge, there's no protection. So if the Lord ain't dealing with you, because he said his servant shall eat. Hey, like the king said, if the Lord don't help you, how can I help you? So I hope you all were edified. Until next time, we'll say shalom.